Hello and welcome into another edition of the Sun Devil Source 2-Minute Drill. I'm Sammy Miller alongside Chris Cartman, and today we just wrapped up our Friday spring football practice, and after practice we were able to talk to all 5 scholarship quarterbacks. Chris, how common is that?
Very uncommon. It's obvious that they have not just a quarterback competition, but one in which there's no clear front runners, right? Because that's why they're making sure that the other guys get the opportunities. Now, yes, we have pretty much only seen Trenton Bourguet and Paul Tyson get first and second team reps at this point, but then Dalen McElmore did a week ago get some second team opportunities, and he looked good as well. Finn Collins, as a young player, has shown that he has the potential to play at this level as well. And they have a true freshman arrival in Meredith, who I think has a lot of talent as well. So we're probably going to see the ability to have ASU fans get familiar with all of these candidates, really probably through at least the first few weeks of August.
And with 5 quarterbacks, that brings a lot of competition, as well as they're having to learn a new offense. So how does that all play into so many things going on for these young quarterbacks?
Yeah, the challenge is exponentially tougher when they're going up against each other while trying to install something that's very different. The quarterbacks all have said that the verbiage is something that they're having to learn, even though the play concepts are kind of the same. And then you have younger guys who are still figuring out protections and blocking assignments and everything that they have to know going up to the line of scrimmage. Is difficult responsibility, and that's probably why the offense hasn't looked good through the first 10 practices or so. There's not been a lot of completions, very few, if any, big plays in team periods. Today, only one of their 6 plays in a 2-point period that we saw was successful, and so they're going to have to get a lot better between now and when they actually start playing games.
And one of the players that wasn't at practice today was a transfer from Penn State, Des Holmes. So without him, how does the configuration start to look like at that right tackle position?
Yeah, so Des Holmes, most of the first team reps going into today's practice, and what they did was for the first time, we saw that Isaiah Glass, their number 1 left tackle, moved over to play right tackle, and Emmett Boley was bumped up from the second team at left tackle to the first team at left tackle. And then with the second team, Armand Bethea moved from left guard to left tackle. So I think that what that tells you is the pecking order of who their top 3 tackles are at this point. Very clearly, it's Holmes, who wasn't there, Isaiah Glass, who's probably going to be the replacement to Kellen Deesh at left tackle, and then Kellen Emmett Boley, who is the Northern State Division II transfer, who's probably the number 3 guy right now, but if somebody else goes out of the lineup, he's going to get elevated. They might move Armand Bethea, and then their other option is Sione Vicoso, who's a redshirt freshman, who is probably their 4th tackle at this point.
Well, that's it for this edition of the Sun Devil Source 2-Minute Drill, but make sure to keep tracking all of our coverage on spring football. This has been Sammy Miller alongside Chris Cartman.